Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry now for Trey Sermon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big game that time for the Chargers.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Herbert off of play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
To the air again, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. On first down, Lance. And the coverage terrific there as that's... Knocked down and incomplete.
Incomplete. Asante Samuel on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lance. And complete on the right side to Bennett. Oh, some strong running. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On play action, Lance. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now Lance on the bootleg. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacob Harris, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
These two teams all tied after one. 7-7. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Herbert. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now at 1st down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat? In every meeting with reporters this week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Lance now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. Steps away to his left. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lance. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on the 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Lance. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Lance going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Trey Lance with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. What's good on the extra point? And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A handoff, running left, Henry. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's got his target, Harris. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacob Harris with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And fights through one man, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Herbert on first down now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. That's caught inside the 20. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 20. And a Raider first down.
Throwing on first down is Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Bennett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Henry.
There's not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
28, Chargers 21.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
The throw over the middle taken in, and mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Henry with a run on first down, but he's not going anywhere as they'll get to him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Lance. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. On first down, Justin Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Well,
He's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now a play fake. Lance lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there for the Raiders. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He's to the 10, and finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Lance now to throw.
Now that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Michael Gallup. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A big play there for L.A. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Herbert.
They set up the screen for Sermon.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Herbert now. This to the outside. It's Sermon. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry.
Tershawn Wharton, the one to get him to the ground on the defensive side.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Eluding the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Derrick Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. The Chargers 14-yard line.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd down and goal. Lance. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Tershawn Wharton
able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away.
Lance looking to throw it.
Buying time to his left, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tershawn Wharton drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Herbert. Going up top. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Bennett. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. 134 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road.